All right, well, it couldn't have gotten better for weather at the PGA today. And Christina, it's not going to be like that all week, though, right?
Yeah, unfortunately, we are going to have to deal with some rain. It doesn't look like a washout any of these days, though, so that's certainly good news. If you are headed out to Valhalla for tomorrow, also some good news, we'll just pack it on here, is that allergens are going to be going down because we will have some of that rain around. So it's not all bad news, so to speak, as we go into the next several days, but it is at the top of our weather headlines because we are going to be tracking rain just about every day, aside from Thursday this week. And also temperatures are going to be on the warm side, very similar to what we had outside today here in Louisville. Spots off to the south, though, have been dealing with increased cloud cover, and that really kind of prevented you from seeing those numbers climb up all that much. And that's what we're looking at right now here on satellite. You can see Bowling Green sitting at 68 degrees right now. Meanwhile, here in Louisville, we're at 77, where we saw more in terms of that sunshine. As we're looking at radar right now, at least regionally, we do have some of that action off to our west and northwest, and that's where I expect it to stay through the rest of this evening. Not going to be talking about any thunderstorm activity for us here in Kentuckiana, but we will have some very light rain showers, much like what we're seeing right now as we take a really tight zoom across the Louisville metro area from Jeffersontown to Fern Creek and over to Fisherville. But again, no lightning or thunder with this, just some very light run-of-the-mill rain showers. This will continue to kind of be off and on through the next several hours. By about midnight tonight, I'd expect most of it to be out of here, and we'll wake up mostly dry, temperatures in those lower 60s. However, we're on one of two showers and thunderstorms for your Tuesday. We'll be pushing in to the Bedford, Paoli, and Cordon area by about 10 o'clock in the morning. Expect it here in Louisville by about 11 to noon, so right around lunchtime we'll be up and down I-65, but then we'll still get to squeeze out several hours of dry time, so our temperatures still going to make it into the 70s, quite pleasant, but we are going to deal with the cloud cover ahead of round number 2 that will be pushing along the interstate by about 8 o'clock tomorrow evening. And while these will feature probably some lightning and some thunder, I don't expect anything to become severe. It could just pack some winds of around 40 miles per hour at the very strongest, perhaps some very small pea-sized hail and one or two of those stronger thunderstorms, as well as some briefly heavy rainfall. But again, that's about it. Not expecting it to become any stronger than that. Wednesday, we wake up and pretty much do it all over again for the afternoon. So the news could certainly be better for the PGA tournament as we go into the next several days, but it could also be worse because temperatures aren't bad at all. We'll be in the upper 70s to the lower 80s. No washouts here, but certainly going to see some periods of heavy rainfall. That is with the exception of Thursday. Thursday would be my pick to go out there as we're going to be dry, mostly sunny, lower 80s before rainfall and thunderstorms return to round out the work week. Connie.
All right. Thanks, Christina.